All right, everybody, welcome to the wood shop. So today I'm going to be planting this tree. This is an October Glory maple, and we're in January, and so good time to plant it here in Georgia. And so I got to dig a big hole. It's not necessarily going to be such a deep hole, but it's just going to be a big round hole. And so I'm going to start digging this, and just thought I'd bring you along with me. And you want to dig the hole a good bit bigger than what it is now, and then of course we don't want to plant it any deeper than it is now, not to the top of the bucket but to the top of the root ball. So we'll be taking some careful measurements not to dig it too deep. It'd be better for it to be a little higher than it would be a little too low. Alright, and once we dig it out, I will take the dirt, and you'll see in the green bag we have peat moss. Peat moss, this is Georgia red clay, so we have to mix some things with it so it won't get compacted around the roots until it gets big enough to do it itself. And then we also have some soil conditioner, which is compost and some other things ground up together. So we'll be mixing those two together with what we take out of the hole. And then once we mix all that together, we'll be putting it back, and then I've got mulch to go around it. And then we'll also be staking the tree at the end, just so it'll have enough time to grow. Alright, so I'm going to start digging here. I'm going to throw all the dirt in the bucket of the tractor there so I can separate it out, separate the grass out, and then I'll mix my peat moss and soil conditioner in there with it, and then I can put it back in the hole. Alright, so I'm going to be right at the top. I'd rather be a little higher than it would be too low. So I think we're pretty good now. I just got to do a little final adjustment on it, and then we'll be ready to set it, and then start mixing up our dirt, and then backfilling. So we're pretty good right here. Like I said, I'd like to be a little bit higher than too low. So I'm going to add a little bit of the soil conditioner to the bottom. Just kind of mix that around a little bit. You can see it's kind of like mulch and compost mixed together. Okay, that's good. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I've got too much dirt, and I've got a place to dump that dirt, so I'm going to dump a little bit of that out, and I'll be right back, and then we can mix in the bucket. Alright, so we're back. Well, a little more than half, but I got plenty of dirt here. Alright, so this is just peat moss. And I've always been told that peat moss helps with soil compaction, especially with this red clay. We've always done it around here. We've always done that. Dad always did it, and it just helps. Just keeps the ground from getting so hard until the tree gets going. And now we put in some more of this, a little bit of the soil conditioner. A little bit of that in there. Okay. Now I just gotta mix it. All right, so that was fun, and but you can see there's still a little bit mixed in there, but this is so much better than what it was. Not going to compact very quickly, and this will give the tree plenty of room to spread out and do what it needs to do. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this machete and just kind of score the edges where the roots have been growing in a circle, and so we want to make sure they come out. Okay, I think we're good. All right, so now we want to start backfilling it. Okay, so now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop, and I'm going to get my water hose, and we're going to soak this down really well. That way it'll fill in all the voids with the any pockets of air in there, and then when that settles down, we can fill up the rest of it. Okay, so let that sit a little bit. You can see we have a little bit of puddle, but that's good. That's what we want. And then once that settles down after a few minutes, I'll continue to backfill. All right, so it looks like all the water's gone. So I'm going to continue to backfill this until we get it up level with the tree. All right, so there you have it, an installed tree. Now, it's very rainy this time of year, and so not worried about it drying out, especially the great time to plant it is in the winter time, around here at least. And so And you can see I made me a little dam around there. And then what I'm going to do next is I'll take a little bit of that mulch and we'll go around it. Not too heavy. We don't want to pack it around the top, around there, but we want to pack it around here. That way, any moisture it does receive, it'll stay in. Okay, so mulch is down. Next thing I got to do is put the posts in for the staking. Alright, so that wraps it up for the tree video. I've got to get some something to go between this so I can lash it together. I didn't have anything with me, but I'll get something later. But with this smaller tree, it's not a huge deal because it's a small tree. If it was a great big tree, we'd have to put more posts, and we would definitely, but this tree is pretty stable. We just want to give it a little support. This will also protect it so nobody hits it, i.e. me or my son or somebody on the running over it. So this will kind of provide a little, hey, I'm a new tree here. So I appreciate you watching this, and good luck with your planting project, and thanks for stopping by the wood shop. Take it easy.